Шон, насчет этого Синта.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Зачем ты сделал его похожим на тебя?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as an interesting variation. A new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself seemed only natural, what with the Institute's records and my genetics and physiology. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
Серьезно? Ты всерьез полагаешь, что человек может полюбить Синта?
That's a difficult question. I suppose it depends on how closely we've managed to mimic human behavior and emotions. Yours is a unique position. You may be the only one that's truly able to answer these questions right now. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Sean.
I often wonder what the Institute's founders would think of our accomplishments.
Замок сломан. Привет.
I couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved. Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim the Commonwealth.
Есть.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Почти готово. Осталось немного подтянуть основной сервомотор.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Оу, я не знаю. У большинства продолжительность жизни превысила прогнозируемую. По-моему, они довольно неплохие.
Huh, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
Вот так? Все готово. Можешь продолжать выполнение своих обязанностей.
Thanks again.
Хорошо.
Greetings, sir.
Нам всем очень хочется поработать с вами.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Dr. Fillmore,
Hey, what do you need?
it must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Еще нет. Я работал с планами отца по расширению наших экспериментов у Орвига.
Когда речь заходит про правила и инструкции, доктор Уотсон иногда перегибает палку.
Приходится пока откладывать.
Привет.
А не забыл ли я отключить интерферометр?
Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
Я...
Гориллы, синты доктора Холдрена. Весьма многообещающий проект. А, вот и вы. Как хорошо, что вы добрались сюда. Вы должны быть в шоке от всего, что здесь происходит.
You can at least admit that it's incredible. after all? How can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Этот вопрос лучше придержать для наших коллег из отдела роботехники.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Здесь закладывается фундамент будущего человечества.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Добро пожаловать! Я рад, что вы с нами.
Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division.
Мне не терпится показать вам нашу работу. Это просто потрясающе.
I look forward to learning more about it.
В таком случае, позвольте я вкратце расскажу, чем мы тут занимаемся. Как можно понять по названию, отдел занимается такими областями знаний, как ботаника, генетика и медицина. Наша основная задача – обеспечение здоровья и благополучия всех обитателей института. С этой целью мы выводим узкоспециализированные виды растений, которые используются в пище и в лекарствах. Мы даже рассматриваем возможность создания синтетических животных. Возможно, вы уже видели горилл. На данном этапе это просто эксперимент, но его потенциал будоражит воображение.
The gorillas?
Разумеется, и судя по вашей реакции, нам удалось сделать проект еще на самом раннем этапе, но его перспективы... Я, конечно, уже и так отнял у вас немало времени, но тем не менее должен спросить, не собираетесь ли вы остаться у нас?
I'm not sure.
Я понимаю, это серьезное решение. Но это также редкое и ценное... Так или иначе, полагаю, вы хотели бы еще немного осмотреться у нас.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
В таком случае, я хотел бы вам представить доктора Дина. Он у нас ведущий биолог, и за... Доктор Фолькерт работает. Лучшей медпомощи во всем Содружестве не найдете.
Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Doc.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Sorry to bother you then.
Goodbye.
А это правда, что пищевую добавку 77 больше не производят?
That is correct.
Я очень люблю эту штуку. Может, оставим ее?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free.
Привет.
Мне
Greetings,
нужна
sir.
добавка
Welcome to the
77.
commissary. Would you care for food?
What have you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious and great-tasting food supplements. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for
Ну-ка, что у тебя есть?
Никчемная машина!
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
Ну-ка, что у тебя есть?
Неужели нам действительно нужны здесь все эти охотники?
Как много нужно изучить, как мало на это времени.
Привет.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then.
Will there be
Once
any
you've settled
pain?
in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and rid. Take care of yourself. I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor. Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Готово.
Сэр, вы знаете правила. Доступ строго по пропускам.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he?
Ребенок Син.
Heading over to robotics.
Это что-то
Knock some heads
невероятное.
together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I
Сэр,
should take
для
some
меня
courses
честь
with
встретиться с вами.
send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the ESRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Dr. Ao.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths
Justin.
aren't people.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Прошу прощения, сэр.
Привет.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
Yeah, well, if you can't get along, it's going to be hard to accomplish anything.
Yeah, even worse, we got a lot of smart guys with fragile egos. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It was good to meet you.
Продолжайте, сэр.
Отец — великий человек.
Всегда
Вы
будьте
можете
начеку.
гордиться.
У нас много врагов.
Alana.
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Привет.
Прошу прощения.
Лекция доктора Ормана о холодном синтезе стала для меня настоящим откровением.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
Обо всем подозрительном сообщайте в бюро робоконтроля.
Subject identified.
Прошу прощения.
Судя по запаху, вы недавно с поверхности.
Когда ты расскажешь мне про этот таинственный третий этап?
Ты же знаешь, что я не могу об этом.
She's been at it for over 2 hours.
Oh, for
What
goodness
is she
sake, I
even
can't
testing?
find my notes anywhere.
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey, Doc.
А? О, привет! Простите, если буду отвлекаться. Я сейчас сравниваю в уме 5 комплектов чертежей.
What kinds of blueprints?
В основном компонентов нового плазменного пистолета, с концептом которого я сейчас играюсь. Энергетическое оружие своего рода хобби для меня. В любом случае, я рада, что вы с нами. Просто хочу сказать, что я восхищаюсь отцом, и что знакомство с вами честь для меня. Очень надеюсь, что вы у нас останетесь.
Rosalind.
Когда-нибудь я разработаю более эффективный реактор на смену старой железяки в подвале. Продуктивно получилось!
Excuse me, doctor.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures, and the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
Words any former soldier can appreciate.
A man who understands the need for discipline will be a valuable addition here. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think it's a brisk read. I certainly find it so. Take care, then.
На мой взгляд, новые синты только начало долгого пути.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced Systems, Special Projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Когда-нибудь я разработаю более эффективный реактор на смену старой железяки в подвале.
Dr. Orman.
Сон пустая трата времени. Я бы лучше занялась разработкой более эффективного эмиттера плазмы. На мой взгляд, новые синты только начало долгого пути.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Привет. Значит, вы жили во времена...
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right.
Good evening.
Не открывается.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Sean.
The sooner that synth is safely back in the Institute, the better for everyone.
Son.
You should get going. There's no time to waste.
Hey.
Go on.
Nick.
Something I can do?
Your thoughts?
Shame you're not a synth. We could keep this going until...
Nothing else for now.
Suit yourself.
Здравствуй.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Отлично. Я покопаюсь в ней, может, что-нибудь да найдется.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
Я знаю, но лучше перестраховаться. А то вдруг они решат, что без нас в Содружестве им будет попросторнее. Все важные сведения наверняка зашифрованы, так что первым делом придется взломать код. А потом... Ну, посмотрим. Кто знает, что за данные мы могли вытащить с их серверов.
Тебе что-то нужно?
No, nothing.
Хорошо.
Yes?
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Конечно.
I got a little bit of everything.
As long as you're carrying it.
Таскать с собой.
Зачем? Всегда. Я считала, что успех для репортера — это когда его угрожают убить. Лично я добилась.
I'm ready. Ready to move in, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
So long as he doesn't start eyeing me up for
I think we're being
reclamation, it'll
shadowed.
probably be good to have another gun on our side.
Enemy sighted.
Hey.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
Got something for me?
That's all.
All right.
You call this a fight? I was hoping for a challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping. I'm already bored. Sloppy tactics, bad aim. This won't take long. When will they learn? Just drop, will you? I've got things to do.
Я приказываю тебе сдаться.
Они точно.
Good. I was starting to get bored.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Right behind you, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Конечно. А что у вас есть?
Yeah, keep your shirt.
Deacon? Is that you? Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too.
I almost didn't recognize you.
That's the point. So, about the job. The railroad's only recently been using the Old North Church. Our old base was underneath the Slocum's Joe. We had a pretty sweet setup until the Institute found us.
That sounds really, really bad.
It was a disaster with a capital D. The survivors didn't have time to grab anything. So we're getting something important we had to leave behind.
Let's find it then.
We gotta do one thing first. We got a tourist nearby. He or she has information on the base. So let's pump him for information before we dive in. For now, I'll take point. So I'm looking for rail signs. Symbols we use to send messages to each other. If you like that, we got signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. Alright, maybe the handshake never got on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going. Got another rail sign. Right there. And another. We're probably close. See the plus in the center? That means there's an ally nearby, our tourist. You take point on the conversation. Look, no matter what he says, you just say, mine is in the shop. Trust me.
О, слава богу. У тебя есть счетчик Гейгера? Говори, есть у тебя драный счетчик или нет?
Mine is in the shop.
Это кто такой вообще? Штаб сказал, что пришлет одного агента, а не двоих.
Sorry, I'm new. He's just shown me the ropes.
Ясно. Стена мне свидетель. Я уже думал, мне конец. Где вас носило штабные крысы?
Are you in danger?
Я подписался на простое разведзадание. Но этот ваш Джо с Локом просто кишит железными дровосеками. Если меня до сих пор не обнаружили, то точно заметят на выходе. Я в ловушке, мать вашу. Через главный вход не пройти. Они все заминировали.
I appreciate all you've done.
Надеюсь, это поможет. Очень надеюсь. Как только все уляжется, я сваливаю отсюда. Так что, если есть еще вопросы, спрашивай сразу.
О, прошу прощения.
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine? You think he's telling the truth?
Speaking of truth, why did you lie to Ricky?
My job in the railroad is intel. That job's easier if no one knows who I am. So, I lied. I do that. So you handled the talky talk, and I got to watch from the sidelines. Go team us.
Why would Ricky lie?
People always got reasons to lie. The Institute could have turned him. Or, more likely, he's just seriously pissed off at us. Take your pick.
He's probably telling the truth, but you never can tell.
I agree. Odds are good we can take him at face value. First rule in this business is never go against your gut. So if we take him at his word, the front door has mines, synths, and probably other fun and exciting prizes. So we're going in through the escape tunnel.
The tunnel has got to be easier than a frontal assault.
Easier, but no cakewalk. You lead us there, pal. I got you covered. We're in. The back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
Это я взломать не смогу.
We're in. The back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
Who's Dr. Carrington?
All goes well, you'll meet him soon enough.
What can you tell me about the Gen 1s and 2s?
The synths didn't start off as nigh-perfect copies of human beings. The Institute had to work up to that level of hubris. Gen 1s and 2s were stepping stones along the way. The Railroad's not fully united on how we feel about them.
What's there to be divided about?
Everyone wants to liberate the Gen 3s, the human-looking synths. Some of the synths in the Railroad, like Glory, think we should help earlier models too. But Gen 1s are basically the same as, well, a Protectron, so the line gets muddy. Do we defend AI rights? Terminals? Hell, turrets? Anytime it gets brought up, fireworks. All the old arguments flare up. The upshot is Glory and some others won't run missions like this.
Let's find a prototype then.
Together with you, I like our odds. First step is to override the security lockdown. Well, the terminal's on at least. I'm gonna feed it some passwords. No. Nope. No. Ah, missed one, you cocky bastards. The prototype's deeper inside. Someone left a rail sign here.
Oh,
This
someone
one
should make use of it.
Yeah, we know, you poor dead bastard. We know.
Combat initiated. I must end your existence. Gone. The limb actuator damaged.
Hey.
There's something. Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Targeting sensors fully operational.
Your thoughts?
This place is built like a vault. Must have been a hell of a scrap when the Institute dug the railroad out of here.
Your thoughts?
Мне не раз говорили, что вывески сыскное агентство Валентайна выглядит отвратительно. Ну и пускай, они же не для красоты, а для дела.
That's all for now.
Well, all right.
Where did you go? I am no longer detecting an enemy presence.
Wait, see the box in the center of that rail sign? That means there's a cache nearby. Looks like Maven managed to hide something before... well, you know. Look around. Tinker managed to turn on the defenses. Barely slowed the coursers down, but hey, probably saved some lives.
Is someone present? Unknown eye combat initiated. A regrettable occurrence.
Someone was expecting trouble. Or asking for it.
Movement by order of the Institute. You must be destroyed. No life signs detected. Greetings, sir. Nothing to report, sir. Hello, you must be terminated. Sustaining damage. Hostile sensor reading detected. Reporting status. All functions normal.
Да?
All systems nominal. Operating at full capacity.
Nothing but a tomb for old spooks.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Мне не под силу это взломать. Да.
So much knowledge was lost when the bombs hit. Good to see someone trying to bring it back.
Reporting status. All functions normal. Attack efficiency decreased. Operating at full capacity.
Готово.
Вот над этим точно работали лучшие умы.
Attacking enemy. Hostile sensor reading detected. Engaging hostile
Sensor
life
anomaly
form.
detected.
Engaging hostile life form. It would appear my target has. You must be destroyed.
Sensor critically
Victim of violence.
Seems these folks were in a hell of a rush to get out of here.
Nothing to report, sir.
Открывается с терминала.
You must be terminated.
Вступаю в бой.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting.
I will limit the canine flick, if possible.
Прискорбный случай.
No life signs detected. Greetings, sir. Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.